Hello. Just a quick one because this was given to me just to set up for a friend, but I thought it was worth sharing with people because I think it's a really good tablet, and for those of you who may be looking for a half decent tablet, this could be the one for you. This is the new Huawei M5 MEDIAPAD. Very nice. We'll go over the specs. First of all, 8.4 screen, 2K, really very nice screen. I previously owned a MEDIAPAD, I think it was called M2. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good, and I thought the screen was excellent. This one is as well. This one comes with 4 GB of RAM, 32 GB internal memory. The camera at the back, and I'm just checking here because I want to make sure I got it right. So it's 13 megapixel, has a 5100 mAh battery. It's running Android 8 Oreo. It comes with octa-core and it's high silicon Kirin 960S, which is I think Huawei's own chips, which are fine. I don't really have a problem with it. Fingerprint scanner here, USB-C. This one is nice. It has the Harman Kardon speakers, so stereo speakers top and the bottom, so it's pretty decent. And the only thing that I'm not that keen about with Huawei is the Android skin. They have Emotion UI, it's called, or EUI, something like that. No app tray for those of us who like an app tray. I just think it is pretty boring, but of course you can download any kind of launcher that your wee heart desires. Before I forget, have a LED flash, and the front camera is 8 megapixels, so it's actually updating just now. When I turned it on, I'm setting it up as I said for a friend, and it's updating now. It's quite a big update. It's 58% it's gone to already, so it is feels very nice in the hands, all metal body. It's a wee bit slippery, but she did get a Huawei case for it, so it will go. In fact, why don't I put it in there now, just in case I drop the thing, then I have to pay for it. Okay, that looks like it's almost there. Yeah, man. This was, yeah, it's nice. I'm not sure how much the case cost, but this tablet was bought from Jarir, and I think it was just under 1,400 that she paid. So it's not the cheapest tablet, but of course if you're looking for iPad mini alternative, then this could be the Wii tablet for you. It's not particularly heavy, and this 8.4 screen I just think is almost a perfect size screen. I'll be reviewing another tablet soon, which I think is probably the perfect size, but this one is, I would say, almost the perfect. Let me just fiddle around with this cover here. Is almost the perfect size. Oh my God, I can't even work out how to do this. Anyway, the cover. What else can I tell you about it? Okay, so if people are not familiar with Huawei, the learning curve is not particularly steep. It's relatively easy. It's all pretty much laid out. Now, I did notice when I opened it up, it came with, I think it's because it's new, this is why, okay. It's still not been flexed much. It came with some bloatware, not a lot, I deleted she's not going to be playing games, so I deleted the games for her. It did come pre-installed with Microsoft Office apps, so there is a possibility of adding, let me move this a bit here, sorry, I wasn't even looking at my camera, right, there is the possibility of some productivity, and with a Bluetooth keyboard, I think you could probably get some work done. The size of the screen, okay, it's a wee bit on the small size for doing, I would probably say presentations and the like, or Excel, but definitely word processing. I think that this would be pretty decent. So I quickly downloaded Antutu benchmarking and ran it just to give you an idea of the score. Now I thought it might have been a wee bit higher than this. Let me see something downloading here. The score was, let me get back to it. Info. Test. I saw the ranking was here. Where is it? I did the test. How do I find the score? You know what? Because I think I downloaded the updated version of it, so it's asking me to do the test again. Anyway, I ran the Antutu test, and it got a score of just under 80,000, which is, is not bad, and these are all relative, these tests, benchmarking tests, because if you're using it and it's working fine and fluidly, then it doesn't matter if it's 40,000, 80,000, 120,000, as long as it is working the way you want it. So I don't think anybody will be complaining too much of this. It's pretty fluid, and I just wanted to open YouTube here, not now, I will update that in a minute. Just type in something here. I wanted to just hear the speakers. Here's mine's here, and this was my last review, I think it was.
Hello.
I don't know about the guy speaking here,
Welcome to
and
1999.
the speakers are pretty
You're
decent.
back in the Matrix. Well,
Shut
not
it.
really. Okay, 2018,
ignore
and
this.
today I
Ignore
want to
this
go
guy.
over
Stop
this fun phone, which, as you can see, let me clean this screen a bit. As you can see, but
the sound is pretty good. I think you will be happy enough if you're watching a movie or two on this. I don't think you're going to complain at all. Look, I think what you're buying this for is portability and the quality of the screen. I just think it is really very decent. Let me just look through some of the apps here. So Tablet Manager. Okay, so this is an app that came pre-installed, and it is one for doing some cleanup and doing some optimization. My friend who has bought this is going to be using it for relatively light work. I think it's going to be totally suitable for all her needs. Now, what I did notice is updating, as I told you, the menu here for the settings is slightly different from, say, the normal Android menu, but it's self-explanatory and it's pretty well laid out, so I would think even anybody who's not that familiar with stuff. Okay, this one came with 64 GB, that's what I wanted to check. Display, okay, so you can change the brightness. It's on automatic at the moment, but it has this eye comfort display which will alter the display depending on the setting, methinks. So say if you're at night reading a book or two, then it will soften that brightness from so that you not be blinded by the light. Oh my god, so brightness wise that's pretty bright, so nobody's going to be unhappy about that. Now with the score of 79, gaming wise, look, I opened up, there was a demo of Spider-Man and it ran, and I'm sure that anybody who's wanting to play some relatively light games, this is going to more than suffice for their needs. So nobody's going to be playing massively heavy games on these type of tablets. If you're looking to be a gamer, then you're going to have to look for something maybe with the Tegra K1 something or X1 or something like that. That's really going to be what you need. I'm going to just go back into the Google one here, as I saw that it was needing to be let's see, update. I just look at tiers of Amazon. Okay, sorry. So I don't know what that was. I'll have to maybe check this documentary out later for you and get back to you about that. Camera wise, so let me try the camera for you. Let's go get the settings all right. Okay, so let me take a wee picture here of my XT1. Yeah, it's fine. Look, who's going to be taking loads of photos with their tablet? I don't think I've ever taken a photo with my tablet. Oh, maybe once or twice, but really, everybody has their phone at hand but I think selfie wise, video call wise, that 8 megapixels is going to be fine, and for the occasional snaps and whatever, it's the main camera with the flash for most people's needs is going to be totally fine as well. Mostly what my friend is going to be using this for is when traveling, and I think this is the perfect size for traveling. It's not too big, but the screen is plenty big, so for media, on the go, traveling, watching movies, all that kind of good stuff, I think this size is absolutely perfect. And you can see I'm holding it here in one hand, and my hands are not massive, probably medium. I don't know how you measure hands, but it is pretty easy. The weight of it, yeah, let me see, for those interested, does it tell the weight here? I didn't check. Let me see. 316 grams. So I don't know how to compare that with anything. It doesn't feel. It feels like pretty light to me. So as I said, my friend's going to be using it for reading, internet, and for media consumption. And I really do think that this is a very, very decent device for that use. The Huawei also have, the M3, which was the previous version of that. You may be able to get that a bit cheaper now, and that's still a brilliant tablet. And they also have, I've seen on soup.com, they have tablets that are under 1,000, round about the 600-700 mark. Now, I'm not sure about the resolution of the display of these. I'm sure it is lower, and it might be 1280 by 800, but Huawei, I think, are a pretty solid brand, and if you don't have the budget to stretch to the fancier one like this one also has SIM card, so it's 4G LTE. So you pop your SIM in there, you're going to be good to go for the internet. People, there's not that many branded tablets about now, and the ones that are coming out that are half decent is probably Samsung, and very expensive. Then there's the lower end tablets that are they're unbranded ones, or brands that are not particularly well known and that people don't know. So the Android tablet is really kind of been out of fashion now, because most people are pretty happy just using their phones, really, or most people who have a tablet generally go towards a iPad, and I'm no different from that. Up until very recently, I've been using my main tablet was my iPad Pro 10.5, excellent, but have some annoyances just because of the iOS. And I had until yesterday been using my Dell Venue 8 Android tablet, and I will tell you the story about that in my next review. So what else can I tell you? Look, it's not for this tablet is not for those on a budget, but if you can stretch your money, you may find, if you check in Jareer or Extra or of course you might be able to find the last model at a half decent price. And really, for most people, even the M3 is going to still be a very decent tablet. My other colleague has it. I just saw it this morning because she was asking me to install some apps for it, and the screen on it is it's the same screen, same resolution. So you might be able to get it for a couple of $100 cheaper. So that's all I'm going to say about this. I like it, and even before I opened the box, I knew I'd like it. Before I forget, no headphone jack, so it does come with a USB-C adapter that you will plug in your headphone jack in, so you can't obviously charge and listen to anything on the headphones, but most people most people are going to be going for their Bluetoothies anyway. So that's it. So yeah, it was just really a quick one. Well, it turned out not to be a quick one because I can't stop talking, but I wanted to show it off to those of you maybe in the GCC who are looking for a decent Android tablet and you've got enough money to buy it. So that's my review of the Huawei M5 MEDIAPad. I like it a lot. Okay, usual questions, anything, whatever, I will do my best to answer them. Remember, this is not mine, so it will be going after I've set it up, but I will do my best to answer any of your questions in a timely fashion. Bye.